Well, hello again, folks. In this thumbnail for week 4, I want to talk a little bit about our current topic of technological diffusion. This is a great chapter to get into the idea that, of course, technology is not an isolated phenomenon in society. It really is, in our modern world, a cross-cultural phenomenon. We indeed transfer technology to other places, and technologies that develop in other places have influences here. So I want to give you sort of a highlight overview of the kinds of things that Volte is going to be presenting for you here. One of the things that is extensively discussed and is a very interesting topic is the whole matter of whether or not technology can be successfully copied. Now, it, of course, can be copied, and there are examples of technologies that originated in one place and are copied to another quite successfully. But we will find that it's not as easy as might be thought on first glance. So Volte will talk a lot about some of the kinds of things that are going on which influence the extent to which, and in fact even if, technology can be kind of copied and incorporated within another society in which it did not originate. He'll also talk a lot about the notion of societal development, the different models of societal development. In general, we talk about one that I call the socio-historical model, and for those of you who have taken the beginning course in sociology, this is the one that really identifies societies in terms of the dominant activity that occupies the people that live with them. It moves from simple to complex, and fundamentally has to do with the general dominant way by which people make their living in the world. So of course, on the simplest level, we have the hunting-gatherers, and then we move into pastoral societies and horticultural societies. They stick around for a long while. We eventually move into agricultural societies, which again stick around for a long, long while. Finally moving into industrial society in about 1750, and then about 200 years later, roughly the mid-1950s, we see the emergence of post-industrial society. So the matter of how a society or how a technology moves between societies and the success it enjoys in being incorporated there has an awful lot to do with the level of societal development on the receiving side. And we dare not assume that all societies in today's world have developed according to the same step-by-step developmental sequential model that I just described, that is a fair rendering for us and other advanced societies in today's world. So your author will talk a lot about the pros and cons, the shortcomings, the constraints, and the things that facilitate the adoption. He'll move on to a discussion of some of the risks that are associated with attempting to adopt a technology or custom fit it into another society. He'll also talk about something important called the Not Invented Here Syndrome, the NIH Syndrome, which he'll show to be a constraint on technology and its adoption. And then finally, you're going to find a very interesting discussion of something that has, again, pros and cons associated with it from the point of view of technology and technological development. And that is the patent system. I think you'll find some interesting points being made there. So this is sort of what you'll be up against this time around, and I'm going to call it a day for you right now, sign off, wish you well, and I'll chat with you in the next thumbnail. Bye-bye for now.